Man, I love to read the Word, and one of my favorite things about being in the Word and sitting with the Lord is when I come across something I may have read several times, and all of a sudden it just jumps off of the page at me, and I have to just stop and pause and go, man, what is the Lord trying to say to me in this moment? What does this mean? And recently I was reading through the prophet Joel in the Old Testament, and I came across this passage that says, the Lord said unto the people, rend your heart and not your garments. And it did that. It jumped off the page for me. I was like, what does that mean? Rend your heart. Because to rend your garment is to tear it. It's what the high priest did whenever he claimed that Jesus committed blasphemy by claiming to be the Messiah. He rent his outer garment, and it was an expression to all those around him. And this is not right. It's what he felt, and he was trying to lead people in that moment. See, look what I can do for God. I can tear this garment to express my sorrow, which really, like, the guy was totally jacked up in his thinking. But that's another video. So, like, when you think about what does it mean to rend your heart, like, how do I go about rending my heart? And so then that thought just sort of landed in my mind, and I sat with it for a couple of days and just really kept asking the Lord to teach me what it means to rend my heart. And ironically, I was taking a group of guys up the mountain with some other disciple makers, and when I say up the mountain, Jesus went up the mountain one night and stayed up in prayer. And so we were going to go over and hang out with some other people and pray on a Friday evening a couple of weeks ago from 10 o'clock at night till 2 o'clock in the morning. This thing was going on. And I'm like, man, I want to stay home and watch a movie. You know, it's been a long week, and I just want to chill in the recliner. And but I knew, like, no, I need to take these guys. I need to go do this. This will be good for us. But even on the way over, man, I was thinking in the back of my mind that I don't know if I want to do this. And I wasn't thinking that. There was a part of me that didn't want to do it, and there was a part of me that wanted to do it. And so I had this battle going on. And so I pressed through the moment. And as I was sitting with the Lord, it was a powerful experience. And then the next day, you know, I didn't get as much sleep, obviously. Had to wake up early, had a lot to do on Saturday morning. And I was amazed, man. I just woke up and I slept so good. When you get a little older, it's harder to sleep really, really good. And I had this night of sleep, man, that was just unbelievable. And I just woke up and I felt incredibly energized. And it was in that moment that the Lord really revealed to me, see, this is what it means to rend your heart. And there was something that your heart of flesh didn't want to do, and you learned how to tear it up for the kingdom. You went where possibly in a pleasure experience for the things that I wanted to feed my flesh, I rent it. I didn't do that. I didn't stay home and watch the movie. I didn't cancel the experience. I pressed into it. I moved forward. And what happened is, like, the Lord moved in that. And what's fascinating is when Joel was talking about this in the second chapter of the book of Joel, he says, who knows? You know, who knows, the Lord may leave behind a blessing. And that's what I've found is the more that I can be intentional to rend my heart, the more it seems that the Lord leaves blessings behind. I become more productive. And I thought, man, that's really cool. So you might be thinking, oh yeah, that's just pastor talk. What was really cool is I shared my experience, and one of the guys that was with me, they were like, man, yeah, you know what, it was amazing. All my family, they were talking about how alert and full of energy that I seemed like I was, even though I stayed up way past when I normally go to bed. And I just woke up. He had the same experience that I did. Of course, he wasn't sitting in the same place of the Word, but it just goes to show when we learn to be intentional about rending our heart for the things of the kingdom will start showing up and flowing in our lives. So as you're going throughout this day and you feel like you don't want to do some things, it may be those very things that are the opportunities you have to rend your heart for the Lord.